Hello, friends. So, good evening. And today we are going to talk about one stock which most of the retail investors are holding, and that is nothing but ITC. ITC stock has gone up a lot and now it has fallen and it's not moving up. And this is the stock review has been asked by Kamaljit Kaur, Norottam Lal Gupta, and Shambhunath Biswas. They asked about what is happening in ITC stock and when it's going to go up because some of the hurdles which it was facing has gone out. Now what is the status? So now we are going to talk about in detail about fundamental of ITC and what are the future prospects like. So guys, welcome everyone, and let us start with the analysis. Before I go, if you have any stock query, put it in the comment box. We'll try to take it next time. So talking about ITC, let us understand what is the price chart and know how the stock has performed in recent time. So talking about price chart, guys, if you see in last 10 years, the stock, if you see here, has actually, from 2000, if I take 10 years, 2014, it has gone up to almost 337 till 2000, almost you can say 22. The stock has not moved up. So okay, almost 5 years it has not moved up. And then it has gone up to a price of almost 490 odd. Okay, a good rally happened. You can see here from almost 213 to 490. And this is where the maximum gain was there, and that top it has made on around you can say July 23. But however, from last 9 months the stock has corrected and now it is currently at 428. Now this is how the stock is there. Overall, agar aap bahut saalon se return dekho, the return is not so great. If you, even if you talk about the return, okay, the stock price CAGR in last 10 years is 6%. In last 1 year is 12%. 3 years is 27%. Now, as the stock is held by most of the investors, now let us understand uh, why this stock is not moving and what are the fundamentals of this stock. Now, talking about the result, guys, let us understand the result first. So, अगर देखिए, if you talk about December 23 result, now if you see quarterly result, the problem is that no, the growth is not there. If you see sales, 18,000 crore, 489 in of June 22, and over the years, and now in December 23, it is 18,019. So, अगर आप बोलोगे तो in last 1.5 years, the growth is not there. Even if you talk about the profitability and all that, of course, the 5,000 was there on December 22, were 5,190 in June 23, and December is 5,470. Now, this is where the problem lies. The problem is that the growth is not looking ahead. Okay, if you see the compounded sales growth in last 1 year, it is 1%. In last 10 years, it is 8%. In last 13 years, it's 13%. Profit growth only 7%, and 12 months it is 12%. And you can see I already talked about the price chart. 10 years is 6 and 1 year it is 12%. So the problem with this stock is then the sales is not moving up. And now when you are expecting a higher P ratio, the sales should move up. Yes, there was a re-rating happening in ITC stock. Every analyst was super bullish because the stock has not performed over the years compared to all the FMCG. When we talk about the product segment and everything, let us understand about the product segment. So if you see the growth in the maximum sales, if you see the is coming through cigarettes. Okay, around out of the total 8,000 crore is from cigarette, FMCG is 5,000 crore rupees, and agribusiness 13. Now, if you see the growth is coming in hotels and others. Now, you know that hotel is business will be segregated afterwards. Okay, FMCG is 8%, and you can see the problem lies is here. If you see the cigarette growth over the quarter has gone down, and December was only 3%. Why I am telling you this? Because the maximum margin where you are getting, the maximum margin you are getting here, this is the margin, 60% margin is there in the cigarette business, whose growth actually over the quarter has fallen. This is one of the bigger problem because the product which is giving you the maximum gain, if that product is business is slowing down, this is where you face a issue. Rest all FMCG and all that is 8%, 12%, okay, 14%, which is okay. Yes, others are 19 and hotels is 27, which is having a decent enough of growth, which is having the highest growth because after COVID there is a good rush in the hotel, that stay and all that. So hotel business has done well, which will be segregated. Okay, so if you see the capital employed, the maximum return they were getting in, you can say that cigarette business, and this is where they were having the cash cow. Now that business only has slows down over the time. Okay, so this is what you have to keep in mind. Now, when we compare with the other companies, okay, like other cigarette company and all, like Godrej, Godfrey, Philips, VST, so P ratio is around 26. Now, talking and okay, industry P is around 22. If you see ROE, ROC is very good, 29 and 39, which is good. Like VST displays the ROE, ROC, there is not a problem. The problem here is lies with the sales and profit, which is 12% and 7%. Okay. Now, overall data ratio, if you see, are okay. Only the sales growth and that problem is there. Now, let us understand the P ratio. If you see the P ratio, guys, the P ratio, highest P ratio was happening in March 30, which was around, you can say that around cross 40. And over the time, in April 20, it has gone to 14. Okay. And now it has gone up to almost 30. And now it is currently 25. If you see the median P is around 27. Okay. So the P ratio has gone up. Now it is actually going down. You can see the EPS slowly and gradually it is going up, but the problem lies is that if you want to sustain at a higher P ratio, your sales should growth should be good. If you see the sales growth should is 10 years. Now let us understand. We have just seen the what are the history of ITC, and you can see the cigarette business is going down. Now let us understand what is the outlook of the business. So talking about the outlook of the business, guys, one of the main reason which why the stock has fallen was simple here. If you see the let me see the prices. So the main reason why the stock was fallen in last 6 months was that the bid, their main company, one of a main shareholder of a company was going to sell. And you can see that has happened on 13 March. Okay. And that was sold at a 400 rupees. You can see the delivery, such a big delivery base was there. Now let us talk about this only. So British American Tobacco sold almost 3.5% stake in ITC at 400 rupees per share block deal. And that's it. The stock has gone from 470, 480 to almost 400 rupees odd, 406 rupees odd. Thus, uncertainty relating to bad stake sale is no more. The stock was falling because British American Tobacco Company was about to sell the stake. Post the stake sale, British BAT hold around 25.5% stake in ITC. It is unlikely to reduce below 25%. So, अब क्या हो रहा है कि basically the BAT is not going to sell their more stake, so they'll keep it as it is. So that was a relief for the company. Also, when we talk about the cigarette business, the cigarette business is likely to see a consistent improvement in the volume growth. So if you see recovered to almost 0.96 times of financial year 2013 cigarette sales volumes in the background stable cigarette takes around. Like in देखो, they are saying that cigarette company, this is the outlook that cigarette volume is going to go up, but if you see in last few quarter, it has not gone up. Again, the main problem with the cigarette business is that you don't know anything about the tax structure. कभी भी government आके ज़्यादा tax लगा सकती है. That is a vulnerability of this business. Contribution of the non-cigarette business has increased from 27% to 7%. That is where the company is focusing, where they want to increase an FMCG sector as much as possible. They are so slowly and gradually they are increasing strategies in place to achieve consistent double-digit earning growth in the coming years. So they're having a double strategy for the double-digit growth. Now, if they are able to achieve, that is quite good because this is purely need because if the cigarette business remains at a lower side and if the hotel business is going out, guys, this is where no ITC will start facing a problem. Again, food play on the theme from the shift from unbranded to branded products. So food, they are basically focusing on the food business. Again, agri products, they are increasing the contribution of the value added products. That is where they want to increase their agriculture products much more. And also they want to increase the margin. Personal care reshape the portfolio to improve the prospects. So personal care maybe coffee, they are bringing the improvement so that no, they can push their personal products. Again, the capex of almost 3,000 to 4,000 crore rupees per annum. Out of that, 35 to 40% will be in the putting capacity in core and new segment in FMCG business. So as I told you, they are focusing more on FMCG business to go up. 30 to 35% to expand the capacity under the paper business. So again, paper industry, you know that ITC books and all that. No, notebooks you must be getting. That is also they are trying to increase their capacity also, which has done very well in last few quarters. Again, the company has rewarded shareholder with a very good deal payout. Yes, the stock price has not moved up as such over the years. In last 2 years, of course, it has moved up. But over the years, in last 10 years, they have given a 1 lakh 2,000 crore rupees of dividend, which is highest, which is higher than free cash flow generation of 95,000 during the same period. 95,000 crore rupees I'm talking about. So yes, when we talk about the dividend, they've given overall quite a good dividend. So this is what you have to understand about the outlook, which looks okay, which looks there from here 20% growth will be there. Now, what I think from here, okay, so one thing is for sure that the you can say the sale which was happening now, the stock price which has gone down because of bad they were about to say that is now out of the picture. But here, as an investor, what you should do, so I just shown how the result is there and how the segment wise the performance is. The only problem which we face here is the ITC is able to continue with this good performance over the time. Because if you are saying that okay, ITC will do well from here, they have to see the performance over the quarters. It has not shown. Yes, 20-25% jump may come because the stock has gone from 500 to almost you can say 400 level, or thoda jump aa sakta hai. But what about the future? As a long-term investor, should you invest in this stock for 4 years, 5 years? That is the question you have to ask. If you are thinking that yes, there will be a good jump from here, 15-20%, it may come. It may be slow also, because this is where no investors are getting to it. And agar aap dekho, so let me show you the just to show you how the you can say the stakes is there among the FIDI and all that. So talking about that FIDI and all that, if you see the shareholding pattern now, FII has increased the stake from 12.600 to almost 12.68% to almost 43%. DII is also having a higher share of 41%. Okay, so the major stake which has gone down is from the public sector. Public, so who are the public? Public is nothing but like no like tobacco manufacturing and all that. उनका काफी stake उन लोगों ने stake sell कर दिया था, which has gone to 14%. So looking at all this stuff, no, what I can feel is that you have to understand that what is the performance is going to be from here. If you are thinking 15-20% jump, it may come. But what I my take will be that whether over the time, over the few years, is it able to give you a consistent return on it? Because it's a large scale company. Again, lot of selling pressure is there. Again, lot of you can say the cigarette no overhang, that they will be levied with the more taxes and all that. That is also a problem with the company. So as a long term player, I will be skeptical to invest in the company. Yes, if you talk about 15-20% jump till 500, it may go also. But over the time, I have to see that, okay, next few quarters, whether it is able to give you better sales performance, better sales growth. क्योंकि अगर आपको बोल रहे हो कि मुझे 26 से 30 का पी देना है, तो the performance at least should be like 15 or 20% no sales growth or profit growth, which is not happening with ITC. Once the hotel business is out, if they are able to perform, then it's a different thing. So this is what my take will be. So you can take decision based on you can ask your financial advisor also. By the way, if you like this video, do like it and subscribe to our channel. Do share this video to as many as retail investor possible, because many retail investors invest in ITC. Guys, I'm a SEBI registered analyst, and guys, if you want to attend our sessions of which where we are talking about lot about all these fundamentals and all that, you can attend that session. The link will be given on the comment box, and we are also giving recommendations all that on how to invest in this market, because we have a fundamental view and we go for the long term. So thank you very much for attending this video, and hope you liked it. Do like, share and like the video, and I'll see you soon in the next year. Thank you very much, and bye bye.